today. Casket under the helmet, peek down, keep the rain out of my eyes. Proper old school.
Going down.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit the notifications bell. Oh, there's a tough old ride home tonight. Cold, wet, dark. Well, clocks went back last night as well. So just gone 4 o'clock, night's affair drawing in now. I hate this time of year riding home in the dark, just with a little patch of white light in front of you from the lights. It still needs much, it's not like I haven't done it before. Beck's up at her mum and dad's. I figured it'd be quite easy just to stick the kids in front of the Xbox and kind of just do what I wanted to do, a bit of work and do other stuff. But I've realised it's really important to really focus in and spend some quality time with the kids. And whether our little project today is what would be deemed as a suitable thing for them to be doing, that's for you to decide. But we had good fun. And also somehow, against all the odds this year, despite everything that's been going on, and at times I didn't think I would complete it, I managed to complete my Level 2 Diploma in British Triathlon in coaching. And just wanted to say a very quick thank you to Anna Scott, who is my athlete, and to Andy Gill, who was my kind of oppo, really did the course with me, and to Rich Brady, who works for British Triathlon on the coaching development team. Absolutely fantastic coach, and yeah, loads from it. So a year's work submitted and completed. We can move on to the next thing. I can't believe this was sat down. I'm not going to say anything. It's actually sat down. Sam, what are we doing today?
Pardon?
What are we doing?
A painful workout by the sounds of it. Not sure yet.
What's the goal?
So I've been working with James for a couple of months now. My training's going pretty well, but I'm focusing more on running technique. I tend to not lift my knees high enough at the front, not lift my heels enough at the back, and I overstride very slightly with tight shoulders. So I've done a lot of work on that recently. This is just a session to see how I've improved on that and where the next steps are to get me to hopefully sub 20 and 5k by the end of the year.
That's not what I prepared. We were just gonna do some gardening actually. But yeah, here we go. Get Sam running. Come on. So that's another run done. 3k this time, so 6 times 100 meters walking, 400 meters jogging. That's feeling really enjoyable. Also just watched Lionel Sanders, crazy Lionel Sanders, doing his 1 hour Canadian hour record attempt, and he's just ridden a magnificent 51.3 kilometres in an hour, which is just mind-blowing. Alex Dowsett, Victor Campanart's all in the chat. Fascinating conversations happening in there about positions and wattages and lines and stuff like that. But yeah, hell of a ride. Would have beaten Jens Voigt's world hour record from way back when the ECI relaxed the rules. So huge respect. That guy loves pain. He probably embraces pain so much he's probably thought 2020 was a fun year for everyone. Crazy guy. To the pool! Heading to the pool for the first time in, I have no idea, weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Sunday swim session. I have no idea what it's going to be like in there, whether it's going to be empty or full, or whether it's going to be full of people doing head up breaststroke, or full of, I don't know, we'll see what goes on. You? Yeah, that's the first time I've walked through here in, I don't know, what, 9 months or something? I know, you keeping it alright though? Good. So I just did 1,000 meters. Because I didn't want to leave the kids and the dog at home on their own at the minute, because Bex is up at her mum and dad's recovering. So she goes up there normally after a couple of days when it all hits her with the chemo, and she stays up there until she feels a bit better. So it means I'm at home with the kids and the dog. So I didn't want to leave them alone very long. Xbox is only a good babysitter for so long, and I was wanted to concentrate on just swimming nicely, you know, really focusing on trying to work out whether the dead spot is because of a kick or because of the back end of my stroke. See, I know I've got a weak kick, and I've also got a weak sort of exit part of my stroke, which means as a result my hands come in, the entry is really early. I want to try and slow it down to make it look a bit smoother. So all I was doing today was just switching from fins to paddles to try and see which one felt like it was the one that needed the most work. So I just did 1,000 meters, and if we can't take this time with no racing, and obviously it's going into the winter now anyway, to kind of look at things like that, then there's no time when we can. So that's all I was doing today. Just felt really good to be back in the pool, and the sun is shining, as you might be able to see, and hopefully I'll get back to find the kids haven't burnt the dog down and the dog hasn't eaten the children. So as far as weeks go for me, I consider this week to be quite successful. I managed to ride my bike, swim, do a bit of running. Yes, I need to get better at doing those things, but I've done it. Managed to get the coaching stuff done, did a bit of coaching. Yeah, like I say, pretty much feel like it's quite successful all round. I'm going to make this last bit quite short because I know that the video is getting sort of around that 10-minute mark already. And I was going to talk a little bit about the route announcement for the Tour de France on Thursday this week, on the 29th, which is obviously relevant to me because I'm doing this challenge that I'll link to up here next year to raise some money for breast cancer charity. So it's relevant to me to try and work out what the hell's going on. I was going to talk about it in this section because I was up late one night because I couldn't sleep, and I did a load of digging and detective work into what the route might look like. So I'm going to do a predictions video. I pretty much think I've managed to figure out where most of the route is going to be, and I want to talk about that in a separate video that I hope I'll put out either tomorrow, well, it's got to be tomorrow really, otherwise Wednesday might be a bit too close to the actual proper route announcement. Talking of Grand Tours, absolutely amazing time trial by Teo Geoghegan-Hart and Ghana, and also the hour record by Lionel Sanders. It just seems to be that there's some absolute beast riding going on at the minute, and the Giro d'Italia was absolutely fascinating this year. We'll see if the Giro, whether the Vuelta carries on after the rest day, which is today next week, or into the final week. We'll see what happens. If not, then it looks like Carapaz is going to win that, and it's been a weird season for Ineos. Weirdly more successful than their usual kind of dull riding, if you want to look at it that way. Anyway, been a good week. I've actually really enjoyed it. The sun's out, so it always feels a bit more positive when the sun's out. And I'll see you tomorrow for the predictions video, and then next Monday for another one of the same. Have a good week, and I will see you on the next video.